All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. Doing a little multi-species fishing attempt here. I need to grab some white perch for bait and possibly for dinner. I'm going to try to do some blue cat fishing this week, so white perch is a great bait for them. I'm also going to try to catch a striped bass. So things are weird right now. I've got bait up shallow, like 10 feet of water, and birds kind of dipping. You see these looks like tiny little minnows. So I'm going to work some of this area for a minute. So I'm probably going to start off trolling the Ozeri crystal minnow, see if I located something, and then kind of pick apart an area that looks pretty potentially productive. It's kind of what I'm thinking to do. So I got to cruise through some areas of bait, and hopefully I can find some fish doing this. Water temps are 50, it's cold. I'm not that dialed in because I haven't been fishing quite as much, and you know, this year's a little different for a lot of stuff, as I think temps are a little bit lower than they usually are for me, which might be a good thing for the spring, but it's going to be trickier this winter. So let's get started. I'm also on a native. I'll tell you about the native later in the video, but let me get started here. All right, I'm going to do something kind of funky here. I'm on the struggle bus today, so I'm going to do some trolling. I'm seeing a lot of like fish suspended, which is super weird. See if we can troll us up a striper. A couple of stripers suspended out here. 35 feet. I'm seeing life like 20 feet down, 15 feet down, somewhat regularly. So maybe something like this might be the ticket. I'm gonna troll this guy probably 2 to 2.5 miles for a second. Miles an hour rather. Stick to that 35-foot zone. Ozeri crystal minnow. It's a good one. All right, I've been trolling around for a few hours. Let's see what this is. Large bass. Sure, it's a decent one. Feels like it is. It's not a bad one. Alright, well, I was trolling for striper. And we're definitely going to pick up a bunch of largemouth trolling around. And that's not really how I want to catch these fellas. You know, getting my green bass on, aka the largemouth. All right, well, that's not quite what I wanted to start off with, but hey, something. I've got a drop shot I could try right next to me here. Let's see if they want to eat the minnow. It's kind of a larger gulp minnow, but I'm gonna try it. Got him. Drop shot. Let's see what this is. Yeah, it's a perch. These things are not biting for SHIT today. That's my first bite. So I'm gonna need some of these guys for catfish bait. I'm gonna do a little catfish trip this week, so need these guys. Winter drop shotting. Big fish under that tree though. Drop shot. It was on a drop shot. Yeah, he was suspended under the kayak. He was on that ledge in like 30 feet, and then saw him suspended. I see something suspended right here too. I like it when they're all piled on the bottom. It's like so easy. Yeah. Just drop a jig on their heads, 100 fish's heads, and then you're all set. Yeah, exactly. Not this. Ooh, there's one. Drop shot. Whoa. Good gracious. Good gracious.
That is the biggest crappie I've ever seen.
I'm gonna put him back. I feel bad killing this thing. I want meat, but dude, this thing's ridiculous. I was jigging near some trees. I'm marking a few sporadic fish, and that's a really large crappie. In fact, I would keep him, but this guy's full of eggs, and yeah, maybe I can fish just about 16, 15 3/4. Wow, what a fish. Okay, pal. Thanks for biting, man. Full of roe too. I'm guessing that's what's in there, so let's let her go. Spawn. All right, fishing with this little drop shot rig, actually, of all things. I have no idea what I'm doing out here today, but I'm trying to find a few fish on these ledges. Got them under me right now. Something's under me, rather. What's that? If this is what we're getting, that's just fine. Ooh! Largemouth, man. A lot of suspended stuff, man. Yeah, more or less. It's very, not quite how I'm used to fishing for this sort of stuff. Just like the crappie, this guy was just suspended too. Really weird fishing out here today. I guess the fish are trying to warm up. I don't know. Got a couple more under me too. All right, thank you for biting. Nice change of pace. And this is the trailer I'm using for my drop shot rigs. Well, it's a gulp. Got a fish under me still, so let's try to drop it on his head, see if he takes this. Trying to catch a couple crappies for dinner, along with white perch. White perch I want to use for bait later in the week, but hey, I'm making do. I don't know, dude. Just try to find a mark middle water column. Put a drop shot in his face. Maybe he's gonna eat it. That's probably what I missed earlier that I thought might have been a striper. One of these guys. Not bad. Good sized largemouth here. More drop shot action. This is fun. Something a little different. Don't mind me just being a goog and drop shotting. So I got this ledge here. It's like, it seems like there's a decent amount of fish on it. Oh my gosh, I got so many fish on my sonar right now. These might be, I think I might have stripers under me here. Getting very different behavior out of this. He wouldn't eat that. I think I had a striper under me or something like that. It wouldn't eat this little drop shot stuff, so I don't know. That was very different because everything else bit that drop shot eventually. Oh gosh, huge marks right here. Bass. Okay. Getting lots of bites on the drop shot right now. I feel like there's got to be a striper hanging out with these largemouths somewhere. Bunch of fish patrolling these ledges. That's exactly what's going on here. More drop shot action. Not a bad bass though. Just hooking that gulp minnow just like that. I think it's a number 2 owner hook. That's probably not an appropriate drop shot hook. Do not take any freshwater bass lessons from ISV fishing, and really not my game. So I know most of my viewers do not want to see me catch largemouth. That's an 1/8 ounce sinker. I got about a foot of leader here to my hook. I've got 10-pound leader. It's a little heavy for drop shotting. Drop shotting is a finesse game, but why am I drop shotting with such heavy leader? Because yeah, I've got striped bass here. I've caught striped bass many times. All right, definitely was not my plan to go for largemouth bass, but I'm actually learning a lot of stuff doing this. Maybe I should be drop shotting in saltwater more too as well. The other thing I'm taking away from all this. Most of my bites today are coming out at 35 feet, 30 feet, but the fish are suspended 10 feet down over that sort of stuff, so it's like, ooh, 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 it's coming for it. Don't know what he is. He's sizable. Largies. Largy Margie. These things are super active today. Maybe they're doing that pre-spawn mega aggressive thing. No giants. They're all like 3-pounders, but that's not bad. I'll take it. Got a couple fish under me right here. Ooh. What's 25 feet down, my friends? Another bass? Yeah. Oh no, not another one of you guys. Wow. Wow. Oh, another Mondo crappie. Oh, I can't bring myself to keep one of these giants like that. Spawning fish. It's awesome, but it's probably another 15 or 16, something like that. All right, man, look at that. I can't keep that thing. It's a trophy. Okay. See ya. Couple marks here in 37. I don't think these perch are very active today for some reason. Feels kind of different. It's like these bass just show up and sit under my kayak. They just like me that much, I guess. Nice one right here, actually. Cool. A drop shot fish. I'm liking this, man. I gotta try this drop shot stuff in the salt sometime. Yeah, fish was just kind of 10 feet down. You can see the end of his zigzags in this 40-foot stuff. He showed up right around that 10-foot mark and boom. Mackinaw. Started getting some short strikes on the drop shot, so I don't know if it's either. Man, these bass are, they're so strange out here. It's pretty interesting, but yeah, it's also kind of bizarre how these fish are behaving today. But usually you'll catch them orienting to structure or, you know, something. Kind of suspending. I think that's more of a fall thing, chasing shad. But who knows? There's a couple of fish suspended here in 30 feet right now. All right, so the kayak, this the native Slayer Propel. I've had it for about 3-4 weeks of active duty, rather. Kind of cool. So it uses kind of this propeller drive. Each propeller drive has its own unique differences to it. This one's quite light, actually. So yeah, it uses that little propeller system here. Natives have been around for over a decade now, I believe. And I got introduced to them years ago, but I haven't used one or been on one in a very long time, so I'm kind of curious how the newer ones were. I've been happy with that for the most part today. So this is the longest day I've had on the water with this guy, so it's really what I'm trying to do today, is see how I like it, if I want to keep it too, on top of that. I guess we'll see more of me on the native, and I'll continue to develop, give feedback. So I now have Old Town, native, and Hobie in the arsenal. So, ooh, look at this. We're getting some rain here. Well, I'll check the video's description links, everything used. I'm wearing a full dry suit this time of year. It's a slower time of year, man, so I'm not really stressing it out. Trying to just keep it casual. So I'm gonna head over to either Santee Cooper or somewhere. I'm gonna try something different that I haven't fished before, that I kind of want to try. And that's why I was trying to try to get some white perch for blue cat bait, but I'm sure I could catch plenty there for that reason. We get back to the car. Those are some giant crappies. Sure, I could have found some more of those big ones, but I prefer not to kill those ones. I love crappie, don't get me wrong, but those fish are about to spawn. So, all right, well, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you with you on the next video.